That's definitely good, by the way. Let me see. Every 5 regular attacks will cocoon the enemy's head. Enemies are stunned for 10 hits for 5 seconds. The cocoon is broken after 10 hits, deals 25. It's broken before 5 seconds, the cocoon spawns. Next unit's range performs a regular attack, attach a string. All in this unit regular attack units with string will perform follow attack. Okay, that's nice. That's kind of cool. That's actually what he does. That's kind of tough. Hold on, man. That's what that. Does this game have anything original other than Expedition? No. Like, well, they have the little, like, trials that you do to get one of the unit's Evo items. Like, Evo items, but from my knowledge, that's really all I can remember. Because nothing else is really sticking out to me. They have gears and equipment, right? Most of them are specific to units. They have some that aren't, so that's fine, right? They have expeditions. I mean, like, pretty much everything else is, like, the same. Pretty similar wise. They have the ascensions, like the dupes for units, typing, same type of traits. There's people like us too would just stay in the damn line instead of quitting when they lose.
That was gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's why I think. Okay, why is he all the way back here? Can I move him? If I sell him, can I place him again? No, I can't. Awesome. That's kind of stupid. Why did I place him all the way back here? Can I move my units? No. It's kind of wonky a little bit. Like, what do you want from an ATD? I just want them to do something different, you know? Okay, they come from all sides. Like, I don't want, like, anything crazy. It's just like, bro, try and do something different other than just one different game mode. That's what most of these TDs try to do, bro. They try to add just one different game mode, and that's it, bro. They don't really do anything else other than that. And, like, yeah, like, that's nice, but, like, if your main selling point is, like, just purely quality, like, that's not going to take you a long way compared to the stuff we have, like, other games we have now, right? Like, when you come out, you have to do, like, put out some different traits, man. Put out some different traits. Try not to follow the 0.1% formula. Put out new, unique game modes. Like, like, the Expedition Payload game mode is fun. You know, it's interesting. It's different. I like this. But if this is, like, the only thing you really have in the game that's special, then, you know, you're not really much different from a normal tower defense that other people can go and play. You know what I mean? Ooh, shoot, my ear.
Ooh, Utah.
Alright, bro, I got no money, bro. I ain't gonna be able to hire nobody. Shit. Ooh. Alright, we'll just rock it. We'll rock it. Think you'll treat this game like back in the day, Brand the Boss? Now, if the devs were, like, really rude and, like, heavy egotistical, then yes. But it doesn't seem like they are. They seem like pretty nice people. Especially from when I've talked to them.
What the heck?
They seem very nice. ATD with a campaign story that's good would be insane. Yeah, like an actual good story mode would be nice. You're so corny at just doom posting this game. Then again, this is all your content. I'm so corny in doom posting. This game is really good. You're acting like I'm saying the game is bad. I'm not saying the game is bad. I'm saying the game is just like every other tower defense game. If you actually believe I doom post on all of my shit, you must not actually watch my videos. Because I just give actual criticism. If an update is bad, I call it bad. I'm not going to sit there and say it's good. If it's some slop macro update, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's the greatest thing of all time. It's not. Like, the UTX update had good ideas. I like the Persona update. I like the Persona stuff. I like the Spider-Man stuff. I think it's cool. It was a mess. It was a buggy mess that could have been split up into multiple different parts and made a lot better and a lot more polished, and it wouldn't feel as rushed as it did. It would have just been better overall. That's not a crazy thing to say. They could make a game mode similar to Xenoverse 2 Hero Coliseum. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, you see that for challenges there's a 10 limit that you get 2 per, meaning you can only get 20 every essence per day, which is 1 Evo. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. That's one Evo per day, huh? I don't know. I don't see the point in putting a cap on it. I think that's a little weird. That's a little weird. Oh, you know, stuff is good though. The way AB does is considered unique is completely absent on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to like. I'm not saying just put out some sloppy, oh, just different to be different type of thing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I just want something where if I play your game, I'm not going to be like, man, I could go play AV and get the same experience. I just want to come into your game and play, just play it, and be able to say, man, I had a really good time, and I actually felt like I was making progress. I was going about stuff differently. I was able to strategize differently. The units are very fun. Like most of the time, I don't feel that way because that's not what happens. Sadly, like bro, it's not just like most of this game's like selling point is the graphics, man. You can't deny that fact. I'll do this. The barrel roll thing. Look, chat, you guys can agree or disagree. Like, I'm not saying I'm the end all be all. I'm just giving my opinion on it. I'm just saying what I feel about it, man. I think the game is fine. Like, I don't think the game is awful in any way. It's just, it's kind of not, it's overhyped, and it's not what people said it was going to be. I don't know why people expected it to be, but it wasn't. Like, the game's good and all, but it's not going to be the second coming of Christ. It's just not happening. Excuse me. It's a gameplay and economy. Yeah, I would like leader skills, elements that matter, rewire teammates. Yeah, dude, if a game came out and had leader skills and stuff, that'd be sick. Yeah, elements that actually make you strategize rather than like at some point it just doesn't really matter. You know, Play Dawson team building instead of big damage. It's a TD game, bro, not an RPG game or something. They can't do much. Dude, you can always do. Like, I'm not saying you need to completely reinvent the formula. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But most of these games come out and their entire big thing is graphics. Like, you can do stuff like this Expeditions game mode. I think this is cool. I hope it gets expanded upon more later in the future, right? But you can always come up with something, bro. Hey, like UTD, that Persona game mode is interesting because it still involves tower defense. It still does, but the way you go about going from stage to stage is pretty fun. It's different. It makes you feel like you're actually playing part of an anime. A lot of these games just feel like you're going in, you play the stage, and then you macro it overnight. That is boring.
Because he's not wrong. I'm playing this Persona tower defense thing, brother, and I'm like, oh, nah, this is different.
Yeah, I mean, that's how a lot of people are seeing it. They're just seeing it as visual, like high visuals and stuff. I feel like something that would enhance ATDs is a good leader system elements, less trade based, less passive based. Yeah, just if they made it actually as like strategical games, people would like it a lot more. You could say, oh no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. If you make the game actually fun and enjoyable, and not just plays down same thing, like dude, I know I have to strategize here. What am I strategizing, bro? I place whatever the next unit I get is. That's it. That's what it is, bro. There's no, oh, I need to place Doflamingo in a certain spot, or I need to pair up Doflamingo. You know, I got Doflamingo. I got to make sure I get another unit go well. No, it's not what it's turning into. You know, the gray orbs they can be turned into any other orb. Yeah, I know. I know about the gray orb stuff. I did it earlier. It's just weird to me that they would put like a 20 cap overall on it. I think that's a little bit weird. They tried the same ATD game and hoped Expedition would have been different. Yeah, I think it's a lot of like overhyping out of desperation. It really feels like. Like I'm not saying I'm the end all be all, but I feel like a lot of people do it. Like would agree with my statement. Like it would be nice if there was just a different type of experience. You know, we just don't get it very often. Damn. All right, go there. Can we lock in and shoot the one in front of him? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, bro. This guy has so much HP. Kill him, bro. Come on. Lock it down. Yeah, like, bro, why is Sabo so awful, bro? 300 damage compared to 4K? Like, damn, bro. That thing in UTD is something that TD should use more because they have so much knowledge. Yeah, it does. I just do. It's just, it kind of sucks because, what's it called? UTD doesn't really use their tags that well. Like they don't, like they just make up new tags for like when the units come out. Like they didn't have like a set version of tags, and every time a new tag comes out and like a new whatever they're called, unrivaled unit or whatever, whenever they come out, it's just you're gonna run the like one specific team with them and that's it, and then you're never gonna use them for other teams in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we're cooked right here. I think we are cooked. Yeah. Yeah, I should have saved my money earlier on in the game. I wasted it too early. Damn. Okay. Alright, glad it's not piss easy though. Definitely glad of that. Alright, what is some of this stuff? Sound equipment for practice is scrap equipment of your choice. Okay, cool. Alright, let's try it again, chat. Let's try it again. They should also start actual synergy between units. Like if you use Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura on the same team, they get a buff and then if it's Naruto Storm for ultimate. Yeah, that'd be cool. So I saw that anime Clash Out Time Machine release. I knew it was gonna be worse. Way too overhyped. Games like Balloon CD, TDS, and PvZ work because they're difficult and you have to strategize. Yes, bro. Why do you think TDS is so difficult? Ooh. Bro, damn. Bro, they teasing me. They teasing me. Alright. We're gonna start out with our beginning lineup. Let me place Gother and Gother like right here in the middle. And let me get Rama Guy. And then alright. Should be chilling, should be chilling. You know like TD games don't play and stop complaining every time, gang? I do like TD games. I just want them to be better. Like I just want an enjoyable TD game to come out that's not macro slop. Is that so much to ask for? I mean really. Like, dude, I'm not sitting here yapping and complaining, oh I want something to be perfect. Like I'd never be satisfied. No, I just want a game to come out and not be a cash grab or like a slot fest. Like, is that so much to ask for the genre that I love? Like, dude, that's like saying, bro, like, that's like being a Call of Duty player, bro. Like, every year you get a new Call of Duty, but it's the same game. They almost never add anything. When they do add something unique and it's cool, people love it because it's awesome. They did that with Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 people really liked because of the new movement and shit. People loved it. And then they dropped Black Ops 7 and it fucking sucks because it just undid everything and it made it was just slop. You know, it's like the same thing with tower defense games. We'll do this. The Yen Hunter. We'll do that. I'm gonna put you in the front. Alright, I'm just gonna save. Let's wait for a bit. What are your thoughts on the game? I think the game's like okay. Like a lot of people for some reason are thinking that I'm like I hate it to death. I think the game's okay. I think it was just heavily overhyped. Like I think the game was very, very heavily overhyped for what it turned out to be. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's just fine. But it's definitely not as good as it was promised to be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was ever going to meet the expectations people wanted, but, you know, for a lot of people, it didn't even really hit the baseline. What do you expect from a TD game? Bro, I'm not even gonna add. That's like, I've been asked that like 6 times. So would you like to have higher drop chances, but you have to do something in the stage? I would like for the drop chance to be equivalent to the difficulty of the stage. For example, if you look at the sim raid in AV, people didn't like that raid or that update. Why? Because it's a long, the stage took like 10-15 minutes, okay? And he had a 3% drop rate, but the stage was difficult, okay? That's fine. The difficulty wasn't the problem. It was the fact that the drop rate was so low for what you had to do. Now, if instead the drop rate was like 10% per se, it would make sense because it would add it to the difficulty of the game, of the stage, okay? Since the stage was difficult, the reward was high. But the stage was difficult and the reward was extremely low. That's what people didn't like about it. Excuse me. So if you have a stage that you beat in a minute, 2 minutes, and the drop rate's like 2%, 1%, you can't complain about that because it's a stage that takes like no time at all. But if you have a stage that is difficult, like very difficult, it takes strategy, you have to actually put together a good team, right? If you actually have that, okay, and you make it worth it by giving out good rewards for doing it, people will like it a lot better. I don't know why that's so. I really don't understand why that's so difficult for a lot of people to understand, bro.
Bankai.
Like, whenever I talk about it,
Zanka
they
no
get, like, so
Tashi.
confused on it. I'm like, dude, just make the difficulty worthwhile instead of just having it be the same macro slot. Because if this is going to just be a game where I'm going to sit here and just macro the same stages for low drop rate chances, why would I play this when I can go play AV or UTD when I have much more time and progress in them? Yes, that's why every time I say, if you want to be a big, long-lasting ATD game in this genre, in this day and age, you have to do something different to put yourself out there. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't even have a new game mode like Expeditions. Like, I'm glad Expeditions is added. If Expeditions wasn't here, this game would be pretty bad in that sense because it's just anime overload but looks better. You know? Game that won't be Microsoft will probably not be successful. It's too risky spending your funds and effort on something that averages 200 players. Now, okay. Now, here's what you could do to fix that problem. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, okay? If you think, okay, if it's not Microsoft, people won't play it. There's TDS. But here's a good example to fix that. Make it so that every stage in the game has two variants. One stage is a hard, difficult, manual playable stage. Okay? Actually takes effort type of stage. The other part of the stage that you could do instead is a much shorter, much less rewarding, but macroable stage. So that people who actually macro and people who play the game can get both the best of both worlds rather than just being macro slop and being dealt with it. I think that's much better. Really, I think it is. Alright, get that. Probably get health for the payload, and then probably get another unit. Should probably get you, and I'll grab another one of you. Give Draconic to you. Element damage, EXP multiplier. These are really all that good. That's good DOT damage, I guess. And then prepare the payload. Drop you off right here. Drop you off right there. Okay. Should be good to go. This game came out in 2022. I'd be impressed. Yeah, well, I mean, intimate and gonna be unique like that. It's gonna be way more unique like that. Yeah. But what's it called? If this game came out in 22, I'd be impressed. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, if AV, what's it called? If current AV dropped like on like a random day in like the prime of AA, it would demolish AA. It would absolutely demolish it. With the strategist mode, yeah, I guess so. Please stop playing Idle Macro, TD Slop, and play rogue games like BB Ultimatum or Deep Woken. I do play both of those. I do play those. Wall of Fire. Someone's a Wall of Fire any path in the CH range. Enemies that pass. I don't even know how this would work on this. Okay. Didn't they do that and got a bunch of shit for it? Shit for what? I don't remember what I was saying when you sent that message. My bad. What, like the half and half? Like half macro, half playable? If he was looking cooking with the EX stages in a way, like 15% for Aaron and 50% for Viking, their only mistake was making them a bit too hard without good gimmicks. Yeah, well, yeah, we're talking about the Aaron stuff. Yeah, that was bad because they made it like nearly impossible. It was nearly impossible. The units weren't worth it at all. Like you went through all of that. Even like I could forgive it being a very hard stage if the unit was good. Aaron and all of them were not that good. Aaron was good for tournaments and that's it. Like that's why people didn't like that update because the units sucked. Didn't Anime Overload have Expeditions? They had like Excavation or something like that. You think it would surpass AB and UTDZ in terms of QL combined? I feel like they're on like the same level, are they not? I don't think one has like far more QL than the other. It seems to me. They seem to be pretty up there. I mean, so far on like I can't say that like Expeditions is lacking any. I don't sense it like at all. But, like from what I'm playing, everything feels like normally. The only thing I'm like, I guess you could say is missing is like unit fusing, which is weird. Why that's not there as like an option, but I guess. You think with AI coding getting better and better that it's just a matter of creativity? Smaller dev teams could take on much bigger projects. I mean, I don't support using AI coding. I think that's kind of dumb. But like, I think it's more of like a lot of people that make ATD games are coming in wanting money, and they don't want to make an actual fun game. And then they're like, "Yeah, guys, we're making this game, and it's really high quality. Come check it out." And then it's just like the same old thing. And they like if they were actual young adults or like just people in general that wanted to make a great game, they would not make them macros. Like they wouldn't make them purely macro slot, high quality macro slot games. They wouldn't do that. This game reminded me of AV's Rukia stage when in a floating ship. It's kind of like AV's Odyssey mode, basically, just on a ship. And enemies coming from other directions. I sub, thank you, Twin. Okay, first, I want to hear about your famous. I wouldn't appreciate those games. That's my bad. No, you're good. No, that's why I don't make videos on like VV or any of that or anything like that. I mainly stick to TJ games because my fan base just doesn't watch it. That's why. AA creating unique as a trade was a mistake and a half for the future of this genre. Oh yeah, no, it completely, bro. I completely agree with that, bro. I think AA kind of torched us with the trade system. Like when it came out, it was cool, but holy, bro, was it not really good? I'll keep that a buck, bro. I think it definitely cooked us a bit for the future, bro. Because every game was just 0.1% trade, grind this, grind that. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, chat, are we cooked?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely like. I'm definitely coming in this with like 2 weeks of a team just starting. Yeah. Yeah, expeditions mode is hard. That's definitely difficult. Well, I think it's okay. I think it's good to have in the game. It just kind of reminds me of Odyssey mode in AV a lot. It really does. What's this guy? I thought that guy was like level 60 already. Like, bro. Broski. Am I in the group? Yeah, I'm in the group. Grab down. 15, 20. Alright. So I just need to pass a cut in half, put a more in. Some of my buffalo units, not all more. Yeah, for unit-specific memorials you're able to use on any old unit. It's a really nice damage buff. Yeah, it's just like, dude, I just wish the memorials were like less specified to just units, bro. I really wish they were. I wish they were just like overall buffs. Yeah, couldn't like it or not, it's the future. Every tech company uses them at some stage. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they should. Just because it's the future doesn't mean that it should be used. It's horrible for the environment. Like, bro, we've seen what data centers are doing, bro. We've seen that case in Georgia where a family lost their house because the government wanted to put an AI data center, like, roll cables through their land and shit, and they were just like, yeah, if you don't sell it, we're just gonna take it. Like, that's horrible. Like, that's like actual dystopian future, bro. Like, if we have to do that to make AI coding work, like, I don't, it's not worth it in the slightest, especially for what it does to the environment. I think it's horrible. I think it's absolutely horrible. Like, if you support AI, like, I'm not going to hate you for life, but I'm not going to really respect you. I don't mean that in any rude way, but that's just how it is for me. I really think AI is just an absolute plague on everything for everything. Where's the shop that I can use? Versus Expedition was used for upgrade shops. Chat, what?
I'd usually hop in a fence. I was from public defense for from the locust, government expense. I bust that and recorded a bust that.
There's like an NPC over here I can talk to. But I use yeah. Bro, I can't get over how that model's a little interesting. Not just doing no shit for that. You do make it easy to get reels. Alright. Why this game UI split ALS? I think it's probably like the same game, maybe. Oh, here we go. Okay. It's the game out here. See, like a whole area upgrade stuff. Research drill. Look at the research drill. Let's go to tiers for chance of various valuable resources. Expedition Center.
Fucking ratio is a halo if you feel my execution now. Case closed, you're meeting the Messiah. They sustain damage from my objections will never sustain. The legal system is a hot mess, just like the best of it was a trade. Vile emotions to vile emotions, I can't believe what I became. I improve my domain like the systems of probably insane. You can't reach from the Lord, this devil extends. I bust it at them, they recall it and bust it again. I'm GG, hopping up into his friendship start with me. Utah, Kari's are punching back to his friends. I went from public defense to assaulting a minor for a minor offense. Somebody. He had one job to land, one hit shambolic. Ironic, the conspirator of fire got burnt to a crisp. Return the favor, send the twins to me, get so I fulfill their wish. I'm not the king of blessings, all I wanna do is chop up women and kids. The last thing that they heard was, I'm a special grade abuser, blew up Shibuya, everything get burned. It's the return of King Spooner. I'm not helping my vessel, I'm a real demon, not Kurama. I'd rather use a body to catch some bodies and give him trauma. I even clown to actors to get ruined. He's like that. It's massive, I had to react when everyone's back to my arrows in back. 15 fingers, I'm more than a handful. 15 fingers as a handicap. You wanna lift your head too high like the jackal, I wish you would. Gojo's only the strongest soldier in the era when I'm not in. I admit I lost the first round for the violation, I'ma have to scream. He said you win that in the age when I'm from power, his chance is slim. I don't care about ranking if it ain't strength, I'ma show him why they call me king. Last thing that they heard was, I'm a special grade abuser, blew up Shibuya, everything that burned. It's the return of King Spooner. I'm not helping my vessel, I'm a real demon, not Kurama. I'd rather use his body to catch some bodies and give him trauma. Mother, don't move or die. I'm the embodiment of sin. I'd rather get hit with a meteor.
Taking the risk here, right? Yeah, that's why this
Nobody survives. I suggest in the range of maybe only time I get about saving my life. Easy to see how pathetic you are when the missions are like the sand. You're hanging, his face got mangled, belly dancing, I made his feet dangle. Such a defeat, got PTSD, he wouldn't be used to domain to battle. You're strong but dumb, fighting the top trees over you cancel. Last thing that they heard was, I'm a special grade abuser, blew up Shibuya, everything gets burned.
Maybe I don't think there's an ounce of I used that game. No, I don't think so.
Vessel, I'm a real demon, not
What's your general opinion?
I'd rather use his body to catch some bodies and give him
It's like a solid 6
I use the shows or in your own shows.
I think the game is good. I think the main
all his friends keep dying, keeping none of you. His dying words will help others. Disappointment to your grandfather.
Story of life, say, right? You know, you get a something special, evolving that into a trial. Get one of those, I think it's fun. But what's it called? I mean, the trial is pretty easy. It just gives you a set base of units and stuff like that, so it's not really all that hard. The equipment is nice. It's just, it kind of sucks that a lot of it is just macro the stage until you, what's it called? Only teams. It's just kind of like macro the stage until you, what's it called?
Killing me is not enough to kill me, my heartbeat. Sometimes I don't give a fuck, I'm a spin back till I get dizzy. Really get sticky when I switch up against you. Busy, I'm looking at you. Now my mama got put in a platinum fire and I'm getting swiftly. Why so serious? In this kind of Bacardi, I'm the king of the beast of ridiculous. Beefing, well, I know that you're beefing with us.
What's the exhibition game I was doing up like right now? You like, you're on this Halo, you place your units on it, and then your enemies come from different directions.
Now I'm saying this is my peak. I'm in the face of this oh shit. What should I call this technique? What's the teeth when I was petrol? Ain't no resting to the monster seat. I saw my heartbeat play that deep.
Was actually surprised with AV Museum at,
He's not enough to
since
kill
I
me,
called
my
out some
heartbeat.
update,
Sometimes I don't give a fuck, I'm a spin back till I get
it has really good updates. Yeah, I don't think it'll be killing. I don't think it'll. I don't think the game is doing like anything that's so nasty or GTX though. Once the before it dies down, I think it'll sit around probably the same number. I think it'll sit around like 40, 50, 60. You know, like it depends. Like if this game lasts long enough to survive with these other games, it's just going to come down to who fumbles first. Like this has a really awful. That's really what's going to come down to. Then Birdstop takes over this game trade for Walker as game all script This ass game looks like Destiny. Anime Destiny.
But you are my ankle breaking specialist, that's ABS. SOS, step over, step. Am I gonna go right? Am I gonna go left? Whatever you guess, you lose that bet, cause the house always wins when I roulette. I'm schizophrenic, I got crazy fears, not coincidence. Like a bad GPS, one fake gets sent to the wrong address. Man catch injuries like chicory trying to play defense. Got fractured ligaments, all you see is after images. Getting left on my silhouette. And you know my TT finishes your bone out in the back of the neck. I saw the people was hungry. I gave them a bit. Five-star cheats, brilliant. I let a monster take over your team, get blitzed. Nothing will feel like perfection again. With the followers, LGBT, how I'm giving them rainbow flicks. What you on my ankle breaking specialist, that's ABS. SOS, step over, step. Am I gonna go right? Am I gonna go left? Whatever you guess, you lose that bet, cause the house always wins when I roulette. I'm schizophrenic, I'm a crazy key, it's not coincidence. I got my tongue go too down like dribbling while dribbling. They play cause they wanna win. I win cause I wanna play. Living Brazilian. I love the pressure. Easy adrenaline. Free them down with the widest screen. I still talk to the master within. I ain't been taking my medicine. I'm the anime Ronaldinho. Whole team got exposed.
That's the best way I've seen it. Like, that's the way I see it. Going for a lot of people, like, it definitely depends on how good the other Like, it's really hard to tell. Like, if they drop like 2 or 3 fumble updates, like, I think they'll be coming down to the fans like, okay, I'm gonna go right, right? But if they keep up their momentum and they drop it updates, like, they'll bronze
I'm schizophrenic, I'm a crazy key, it's not coincidence.
Well, I think we must have. Real was really good. Ghost was really good. There's the new Steel Bar right? I think it's Strange and the new Secret Johnny Quest. Yeah, I kept getting asked to play it, and I'm like, I was like, so, like, how is it? And all I hear is like, oh yeah, it's just really low, really low rate drop rates for John.
Whoever said blood is thicker than water's a fucking fool. All my life, blood's been turning on blood. Oh my god, I got left in the pool. It's so casual, like I keep coming home from school. We were kids, I would never embrace the pursuit of warmth. I burnt it all. I made my desktop convertible, suitable,
say, right? Because when you rate
anything selling, I'm dead. Anything selling,
what was around then
I'm dead. Anything selling, I'm dead.
Anything selling, I'm dead. Anything selling, I'm dead. AB's release.
Anything selling, I'm dead.
It's probably right?
I was sleeping on blood.
That's what I mean, right? Like, all of these, it was like, it was really good. It was like an 8.5, 9.
They hate try walking me down.
Like, I was like,
Really good.
Right? Because I feel like that's what really cool to say. But, you get grunts, what do videos on it?
Anything selling, I'm dead. 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 Anything selling, I'm dead.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'll cut your bell off because anything selling, I'm
Because
dead.
I want to see where this game goes. I really hope it turns out well. Yeah, the game isn't amazing, honestly. The game's great progress. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why when people are like, oh, well, dude, the game's like, it's good. Like, it's better than AB's. Yeah, way better to make people leave a game that has people's heads down, scouting for them to beat that game like you're getting more than anything. That's just you say, yeah, well, you like about this and spend more time on one than the other. That's just what's going to happen. And it's you're going to get burnt out and be like, okay, I just only want to stick with one.
One cannot touch it.
Man took my heart when she died. Now the kid starts to killing my key. Who gonna ask me what's next? She should have known I'm not finished sleeping. They missed the main event, so I arranged some private stealings.
You know, and if your game isn't like crazy, and you know, super cool, like you're probably not going to get many people to stay in play. Like that's just how it is. This dev team pushes constantly bi-weekly or maybe 3 weeks update and survive. I think if they stick to bi-weekly, they do good updates. It'll be chilling. All right, who do we got? I guess I can choose C.
I turn copyright to copy by when Rika eats your curse technique is our technique. My friendship pools like my eye bags is way too deep. Different selection, trick or treat. For Mr. Desert, I was way too free. Even Tabby is what his teeth. What you think that I should have played? I'm a special great chef. It takes 5 minutes to finish the beef. 3 who turned into me girl. He's waiting with the violent violence. It gets weak and I'm so
Bro, Avion released had no content besides Riding Gears. Yeah, but you have to remember, when AV came out, it was ALS with AV. And AV was way higher quality. It had good passive. Wait, what else? Was ALS even out when AV came out? I think it was, right? I'm not sure about that, right, chat? I don't remember. But AV came out at a time where there was little to no competition, and it was a really good game. I had a lot of fun. It was difficult.
I'm a special great chef. It takes 5 minutes to finish the beef.
It was
You turned into me
difficult.
girl. I ended up burning the beef. This wedding was a violent violence.
That's what it was. That's literally all.
Okay, wait a minute. I can't join that one.
There was no community. There was no policy. There was no nothing. You know, so. Why did Anime Squadron kill ETX? Why does
It's not that parasite that's body switching. The reason gets us always homeless, complexes.
He pissed everywhere?
I'm a special great chef. It takes 5 minutes.
I just took him out not that long ago. Really watching the Nintendo want to do bi-weekly, the solution of most games is bi-weekly, but every day seems to do weekly or tri-weekly. I don't know, man. I guess like they don't think they can do enough in bi-weekly, and if they don't do bi-weekly, they're not gonna. And if they don't do like weekly at that point, then like if they don't do tri-weekly, they're not gonna be able to put out higher quality, right? But if they do weekly, they think they'll be able to make up for it by having more
I'm in the limitless language limits. You know I'm a savage. Plotting on him since he was 6. He lacking and took advantage. Push it in front and drag it. His right hand's tired, switch to the left hand, do no damage. And the X6 is not tragic. Control's not untouchable, hands on him and onwards. If my success to this last year, gonna crush energy, I'm invisible. That's the tap and choose physical, too fast, my moves are political. How we survive this is a miracle, and that's still one HP critical. Is this the pinnacle of sorcery?
because if you guys started the entire like.
Shit. What's my duty?
I'm saying like. I'm saying they actually trades
hands on him and I would have if you sit and skin session in the first
numbers.
Fuck this ending climate. Yeah, because they got yeah, we got fam.
This was released back then instead of Vanguard, people go crazy. Yeah. It's the same thing. Best AT game to ever come out was AC. It was simple, it was fun, there was no background nonsense. Yeah. My opinion. Maybe you can rock on these that That's ego. Yeah. It's crazy how high people's egos get up for Roblox games, bro. It's like literally life or death. Where are what? Where did all our units go?
Fuck off in promoting the violence. I find it exciting. I am
Bug, what? Is it bug?
In my savages, pillaging villages, violence don't pay for land.
Finally gotta have like a decent gun, dude.
In my savages, pillaging villages, violence don't pay for land. Innocent doing that after I kill them witnesses because I'm a
That's yeah. Maybe it's up there like they introduced DMC mods and all that. Yeah, but games didn't really start using like DMCA mods until like maybe kind of hit, so you know, yeah, that sucks. I just want to Diamond Simulator generally could have popped every even they update every red moon. Yeah, dude, if Diamond Simulator updated like every 3 weeks or something, they'd probably that game's actually really good.
My savages pillaging villages, I don't care
I remember that used to be a bug right when I first played Expeditions like 2 months ago, bro. That was a big thing that kept happening. You guys are getting bug heavy. A shot right here. One tree? One tree?
I find it exciting. I am
what? Whoa. 15 trade rerolls every 3 days. Wow, that's like let's do some quick math. 10 to 50 times 15. 30,000, almost 4,000 tokens for 15 crystal crates. Trade rerolls after what? What is that? 3 days of resets? They gotta bump that up a little bit more than this. Why would you? I would play this game, but it's like making it quicker. These games are better than it was generally 9 months of that update. Damn. Best ATD right now in your opinion?
Bankai. Zanka no Tachi. Bankai. Zanka no Tachi.
Yeah, I ain't gonna look at those spatial awareness. I know the tool in the back of my hand.
They are nothing ego. Even you don't have my ego. Let's get straight to the climax. I don't really care when it's scoring stars.
They just haven't taken it out.
I ignite when I get that spark.
Maybe get the edition with 3 turns being hard to get. Yeah, AB for a time, there's trades to AB was like hella where you had to save like hella over how many game modes and will release? I'm not allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say. There's gonna be a lot of content. There's going to be a lot. It's AB. It's definitely better than EV right now. I think it's really like the use is really smart. What the hell is going to even happen to EV? like you can one day get a really good update, and then the other, like you just get dog shit, and they like that owner just won't let you rank because like you just have a skill issue to get like, you know what I mean? Like I think that's an issue. But I think like honestly, out of all the like the AP games out right now, including expansions, I would say AP is probably the most ridiculous. Like it has the most stuff in it right now. There's a lot of content, a lot of really diverse gameplays. Not really diverse, but there's a lot of gameplays to play. More units, like right now, I'd say AP is better than UP. I think UP is sort of its own little god. But I can't like say like, oh, Expeditions is better than AP. Like I have to wait for like 3 or 4 updates to come out before I can really confidently tell you. Because release AP was designed to be an AA combat, yeah. Release they had like good like 825 for gold DBs. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying like on release overall, I think AP has. This is not me being a I'm just saying I think on release AP was more enjoyable.
I'm steps ahead of them.
And like most of these other games.
I'll come back to this. I'll come back to the Spider-Man one.
You weren't like seeking for anything. You just came into it. It was really nice. Yeah, that's what I saw. But you know, like on release here, you're like, well, you never seen this before, right? That's why it's hard to gauge. Run most of the games with frames, all crazy stuff like that. All the NBA getting a lot of results trying to find the PC. What is that? It's the game over. The thing is about you guys, the dog shit updates are concept wise, you like this is done. Sonic Grand Big Rush seems like very promising matches running with high quality. They didn't say anything. This is where I hope so. I have no idea what Rush is going to.
I'm steps ahead of them.
Okay. So I guess the only thing I haven't really tried yet is. Yeah, I feel like the only thing I haven't tried yet is the raids, right? Chat, no, if I look, I feel like I've tried everything basically. Up to this point, I feel like I've done challenges.
What is it one times?
I hadn't checked out Guild Town.
Because I haven't gotten a single one.
Summon, don't get upgrade stuff objective raids. Light Expedition. There's raids. Gotta check out raids. We'll do that. So I don't think I've missed anything so far though. Guild management, okay. Create a guild, I guess. Block A. No, it's called like my spiritual song, I guess. Can't get gold? Dang, bro. Call we gonna make it yellow. Yeah, right there, right there. I don't like the. Man. Motto. I'll just do that, whatever. Okay. It's like a Clash of Clans guild. 10 members? What? There's gotta be a way you can increase that, right? Only 10 members in a guild, huh? A guild name, guild color, guild motto, guild icon, member slot. Okay, you can buy more. Okay. That's good. Interesting. Okay. Guilds don't seem that crazy then. They're just a UI then. Still like brand my bad, okay. Get back from the DR, what have you been done so far? Tried Expeditions game mode, it's alright. It's pretty good. Event notification. This is just the Grimjow looks a little. So how do we feel about this Grimjow design? Bro, notice how this looks just like Grimjow. But and like bro, this looks just like Neliel or whatever her name is. This looks just like Sabo. This looks just like Gother. Rira looks pretty similar. But then, like, Goku looks like this. Levi looks like that. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. What level is is it for raids? Is it 25? Yeah, this is kind of cool though. This is kind of cool. I do fuck with the map a bit. It's a bit large though. Bit large. Looks nice. Alright, I guess we'll just play some more. We'll do some more challenges. Next, this one.
Yeah.
Would you rather play ALS World 3 or AWTD? Like right now, currently, probably ALS World 3 because I can at least play it. AWTD, I don't even know if they fixed the passes or not yet. Cancerous Grimjow. Manager has specific contracts for this? Yeah, this is so odd. Pretty sure AB leaked is partially. Chat, do we actually think like the DMCA stuff is real? Like, have we ever been given like actual confirmation from like a legal document that like they have to be like this? Just wondering. I'm just wondering. I don't know why I just tried to place a second ago. Look at that mess. Looks awful. The enemy HP is like balanced. Yeah. From what I can tell, the game seems pretty balanced, like difficulty wise. But chat, did I put this on hard or no? This is the challenge where I forgot what I was doing for a second. Excuse me. What actually happened to AWTD? They just did like a what's it called? They did like a thing where they tried to pull an ALS where instead of like resetting all your units, they just tried to rebalance everything in one go. But then they released it and nothing worked. None of the unit passives worked. It was just a clusterfuck, bro. Like the game was basically unplayable. All your units, their DMTs didn't work, crits don't work, their passives were gone, their abilities were gone, everything was gone. The units were just it, and the game was just too difficult to beat because all that stuff was gone and it wasn't balanced around it. So it was just really stupid to do. Really like Anime Reborn gameplay before they sold. I really wish a game like that would come out. Out of every ATD, what's your favorite? Honestly, I'm liking Tower Defense. Well, out of every ATD, right? Yeah, not just Tower Defense. I don't really have a favorite right now. Honestly, like, I can't really say I have a favorite, man. I can keep it a buck, right? Like, I'm kind of like mixed on certain. Like, I like playing certain games for different reasons. You know, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. It really does. Like, what's it called? Like, I like playing AB when it's like late at night and I'm like, alright, I'll just grind Odyssey. I have nothing else to do. Like, I'll do that. But like, I like actively playing. I enjoy playing UTD more because it's more fast paced for me. Because that's just kind of the person I am. I like more faster paced stuff. But it really just depends on how I'm feeling at the moment. That's really how it is. What I remember, pretty sure Picep couldn't keep his mouth shut and went on rambling with screenshots of the documents. Damn. What'd you say is your favorite? I already read that. A lot of hope for Mono Legends, but the delays scare me badly. I think the update scope's going to be cooked. Yeah, dude, if they're having delays, like, if they're about to release the game, I don't know, like, how far ahead can they really be if they're delaying stuff already, man? You know what I mean? I just realized I'm not bringing Freerun onto my team. I keep forgetting to do that. I feel like every ATD is in the dog shit / mid area. I think we're in like the mid era right now. Yeah, we need like a new game to come out and be like the breakthrough. And so what's your opinion after getting 22 levels? Is it gonna stay as a giant or will it fall like the others, dude? I can't say for sure if it's gonna stay or if it's gonna fall because that is entirely up to the devs and how fast either if they stick to bi-weekly and they do good updates. That's what's gonna really hurt. That's what's really gonna come to it. I think people are gonna play the game for like the first 2 weeks. It's gonna be very hype for them. They're gonna like it, and then the hype on it is gonna slowly die off. I don't know how fast it's gonna be, but it will happen at some point, right? It just then it comes a waiting game where you're gonna sit there and be like, okay, will the update be good? Is the update good? If it is, that's great. The game gains another chance of survival, right? But you cannot tell how well a game is going to do and how well it'll last. If it makes it past a 3-month phase, if it can get 3 months and still be relevant, I think it will live for a very long time, no matter what at that point, right? But if it can't make it past a month to a month and a half, the game might be cooked, right? Because then it gets to a point where you're like, I don't know. You can't really tell the future of the game at that point. It's either too early on, or if it starts doing really, really bad, then, it's very dependent. It's very dependent, chat. It's very, very dependent. AFS showed legal docs? Really? Unrivaled has to be the biggest fraud currently. Bro dropped a bunch of evidence against 5-Step, but if 5-Step was really that bad, why didn't he release the evidence sooner? Absolute fraud. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand about his rant, bro. If he had so much evidence against him that he was so confident, why didn't he just drop it in one go? Just drop it and just nuke him. Just nuke him. He's like, yo, you're fucking with me? Fuck you. Drop everything. Like, everything that he was talking about. He's like, oh, there's so much I can show, but I'm not going to. Show it. Show it. Just show it to us and prove it to us that it's real. I will believe you. If I see it, I will wholeheartedly be like, holy shit, that's awful. We didn't get anything, bro. We didn't get nothing. We were shown nothing, bro. It was just a bunch of words. Chat, we are officially 1/10 of the way to pity for Megami, by the way. Alright, is there any other challenges left I can do? I guess I'll enter Mathing, see if anyone's running daily challenge. Should an update AV would be the breakthrough? Maybe. Head manager known to plan a lot of updates in advance. They shared some of the Anime Conquest and Elion Adventures. For what game? Then that's when a random server, because AV Dev said this game is unoptimized, which it is. What, UTD, or are we talking Expeditions? Like, what are we talking about? Or does this guy already have? Oh, I thought he already had, like, Megami or something. Dude, I gotta get some funky-ass profile picture for this. Would ATD games be better without the trade system, without it affecting each game's economy? I think as long as the trade system isn't some bullshit where it's like the 0.1% trade stuff, I think it'll be fine. Like, I don't think a game has to completely remove the trade system. Like, I think it's fine to have if it's just done well and not greedy, but every game does it the same way. It's always 0.1% trade, it's the best, you can't do it, you can't beat it. Excuse me, you can't beat it. That's what it always is, every single time. Every single time. If a game finally decided to lock in and make a good trade system, I think it could do crazy numbers, right? I think it'd be really, really good, but... Bro, level 50, bro, this bitch still sucks. Bro, why is Gother, like, so overtuned compared to the rest of the game, bro? Am I tripping on that? He just feels way better than, like, all the other Mythic units. Did he do it because the AV devs were just talking shit at rage baiting? I think they did. I think he went on his rant because they were rage baiting. Doesn't Rivals all, but now that AV is still alive, it's like he's going crazy. Yeah, because he's in a dick measuring contest with him, bro. Like, Unrivaled, for some reason, needs to be better than AV in every way. Like, he can't coexist with them. Like, it's completely impossible for him to have UTD exist at the same time as AV. Because if it does, I guess it's like an insult to him, like his game's not good enough or something. That's my professional opinion on it. That's what it seems like to me. Like, his just ego is hurt because he has competition and he's not in complete safety of his game being renowned as the best anymore. But I can put me on a white to shout me out when the game's name is revealed to be Anime Nirvana. Sure, bro. Sure. Oh, Bark no Light situation, yeah. Makoto Yuki will save the ATD genre. Hey, then you could be saving the ATD genre right now. Starcade was fired instead of Galaxy Night. Bro, I wonder how AWTD would still be going if Galaxy Night, if Galaxy still had it, bro. It really makes me wonder, because, dude, Starcade just threw the game into the dirt, bro. I can't even feel bad for him in any way, shape, or form, bro. He just straight swashbuckled it. Seems Expedition isn't relying on Unbound. Some units are actually worse with Unbound, even though pretty much all Mythics have 3 placements. Yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's also good to hear because it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of trade rolls going around in the game. Is anyone going to have a 0.1% trait that's like UTDX's trait where it's always going to be the best? I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to comment on that because I don't want to spoil anything, Jeff. I wonder why AV doesn't have flying enemies, but AE does. I think it's just because AV was like, let's just make everything ground so that we don't have to worry about balancing units around them being hybrid. Because, like, that's a big thing, right? Like, dude, back in ASTD, dude, if a unit was hybrid, they were automatically better than most games. like most other units in the game, even if they had lower stats, because then you could just run them and you wouldn't really have to worry about running hill units, right? But I think it's just better balancing wise to not really have them because flying units don't really do anything cool other than just float. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can max level for her in here. Oh yeah, she's full AoE, huh? Interesting. 27 damage, dude. Tough. What a dude. That's hardcore. 27 damage, bro. Dang. That is a cracked ass unit, bro. I have to say. Jeez, bro. Pop that up. Oh, Freeman. Okay, let me see. So Freeman switches between 3 spells. Okay. Interesting. So she's a good shield breaker. Okay. They really couldn't find any homeless guy on the street, and they'd be what? They'd be better than most ATD devs. That's crazy. Unravel is too insecure when his game is going down and spiraling. Anyways, I bet he's pissed right now that AB got more players after they released one battle pass unit. Yeah. Yeah, I bet he's pretty pissed. I wouldn't hold you about that. Like, the biggest update in ATD history, and it only hit like 90K. You know, he's probably very mad about that. I don't blame him, but also I do kind of blame him because that's his fault. It wasn't that good. AD would still be alive. No one was botting and better models. Yeah, you know, all the ATDs right now. What's the best end game? None. Name one good. Name one good anime tower defense game with a good end game, bro. I can't. I really can't. I bet like the closest I could see is like AV because they have actual challenging content somewhere, but that's it. That's really it. Man, bro, why is this daily challenge so freaking hard, bro? Holy, this is bringing me back. Dude, these other guys are not carrying their weight at all, bro. Holy, dude, I'm 5 million damage I've done, bro. 5 million damage, bro. 500 cigarettes worth of damage. Sheesh, bro. These guys need to lock it down. I believe it's also weird that you can only do so many upgrades in the challenge. I think that's a little odd. Only 30 upgrades are allowed across all units. I don't like. Chat, how do we feel about the upgrade modifier? I don't really know. What do you rate an expedition? It's like a 6.5 or 7. It's like between those. It could literally be any number. Chat, I could throw out any number right now. It literally would not matter. I could just throw out any number. Like it really does not matter what number I throw out, bro. Someone's gonna be mad no matter what I say. I think the game's good. It's just I think it's way overhyped for what it is. Lock in. Chat, I don't know, bro. I think we might die. This my ferns. Get you back here for slow. Back here as well. She does decent damage. Should be okay. We should be able to beat this, chat. I think we got this in the bag. Yeah. Alright, let me move my Gother up here, because I have plenty of money. Alright. What's your opinion on ETD saying they improve their UI, but then uses AI for it? Do they use AI? Is that something like we can prove? I never look at it hard enough to tell if it is. Okay, we all should Lua Blender and UI design and make our own ATD trust. Yo, we should. Yeah, I tapped it. My fault. What gameplay changes could UTDX do to save the game? It's not a gameplay change, bro. They just need to change. They just need to drop updates that are not rushed. If they go to bi-weekly and they put good time into their updates, yeah, we actually beat it. And they put good time in their updates and don't rush them out, the game will do great. It's just they keep shooting themselves in the foot by putting out half-baked updates that are either coming out too fast or they take too long and they try to put too much in them. That's the problem. If they just dropped the Bleach update as it was and then dropped the Persona and Spider-Man update 2 weeks later and they were fully polished instead of being rushed, it'd be great. It would have been way better than what we got. But no, that's not what it is, bro. We can't be lucky like that, I guess. All right, how many do I need of the pink one? 4. There we go. Finally, chat, we can evolve Gother. There we go. Took forever, man. Jeez. Triple S SBA too. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Hey, look at that chat. 50 gems. 50 gems, bro. We roll into the dough. Oh my god, bro. We're rich. We are rich, chat. You hear that jingle jingle? That's my money, bro. That's my money right there. Alright. Guess we should focus on what's it called? 1 to 10%. I still have a goal for it now. We're gonna do some of the Wing Spear. Okay, that seems pretty good. Alright, equipment. Let's do Gother. So, where do I reroll my equipment, chat? Chat, where do I reroll? Essential upgrades, game modes. I guess it's in the Expedition Hub, right? Yeah, here. Okay, so you have to play Expeditions for good equipment. Okay. Alright. Chat, we're just gonna run some story stages now. Just gonna get some levels left, try out raids, and then that's gonna be our full look at the game. Alright, what do we got left? What are the chances for some of these, by the way? That's true. 5%, huh? Interesting. Who is this for? For Hollow Blaze? Who is Hollow Blaze? Am I tripping, chat? Where's the one for... That's for Lady Giant. That's for Puppet. Okay. So we're going to need to do this one for... What's it called? For Gother. Okay. Alright. Do I have that on... Alright. Hey, Nintendo rewards, they're breaking the economy. That's what I'm saying, bro. 50 gems. Oh my god, bro. I don't know what I would do with that. Being a little scarce on them gems and the gold, but oh well. Yeah, but those beginner rewards feel a little bit like lackluster. Is that just me, chat? Like the beginning banner, like for the free Mythic is cool. I dig that. I do dig that. But some of those rewards are like nothing, bro. You get like nothing from some of them. Hot bowl to ass. So are you trying to take all the unique things out of the game that made people love it in the first place for some reason? Yeah. Who's the most meta unit right now in AE? I'm pretty sure it's either Kenpachi or Megami. With Gother as a close second, I've heard. Apollo's the albino dude from Hell's Paradise. Okay, Gabby Mara.
Yeah, Gabby Mara.
If so, who's your favorite? I don't really listen to rap, honestly. I listen, dude. Chad, y'all might think I have like a really boring music taste, but I just listen to like pop and like just upbeat like music in general, bro. I don't really listen to like specific artists either. If I find a song I like, I just listen to it. You know what I mean? Like if it just sounds good to me, I'm sitting there jamming. The nice thing about AV is team composition. The only reason for Power Creep and AV is because of unit mechanics working extremely well with each other. Like ED, where you equip every ED as a unit. Yeah. Yo, thank you, Destroy Vet, for the 10, the gold coin for the 10 jewels. You go, bro. You're goated. You're goated. Love you, bro. Gold coin, bro. Dude, if I had a gold coin, bro, I would flip it. And then if I get heads, I would cure world hunger. If I get tails, I would end all life on Earth. That's the two choices y'all get, bro. I think those are pretty fair odds, though. Like 50-50 on that. You think 31,000 HP pumping? Oh, that's pretty good. Damn, bro, chat. Look how much stronger. Yeah, dude, Gother's. Dude, Gother's really good. Rewind all enemies in range for 2 seconds. Yeah, I can see why this guy's like top 2 on the tier list, bro. He just stole it. Why does he do so much damage? Big circle AoE, good damage. Man, 38k, bro. Damn. Hope your dog got well soon. Get well soon. Thank you, Twin. Thank you. Oh, bro, thank you for the flower and the happy poop, bro. You're goated.